What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Hope that y'all are doing well. In today's video we're going to be doing another candy review video. So excited. If you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Mangy. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the family and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. And without any further ado, we're going to head right into it. Alright, so I'm back again with another pack of Sour Patch Kids, and these are also Sour Hearts, but these are the black type. I think I have last week's box still. This flavor is supposed to be black raspberry. The other flavor, I don't think I know for sure what it was, but I'm highly suspicious there was strawberry and something else, because the other was red and the other was orange. So maybe raspberry, I don't know, maybe red raspberry and strawberry, or I don't know, I'm not sure, but it was definitely a berry flavor. I just don't know which one. And I'm very excited to try this one. So I kind of wish I still had the old ones so I could like compare them to one another. I give my mom the last. Okay, we're gonna open it. The box is easier to open now just because I opened the other one last week. Oh, interesting. So these ones are all black. This is very interesting. I think I'm going to change angles. Hold on. Alright, so I'm sitting in a better position. I was in an uncomfortable position at the time. I was in an uncomfortable position and I'm feeling better. Sorry for the change. Sorry if you would like to see more of the books. But anyway, we're gonna try these. These look good. I wonder how good they are in comparison to last week's pack. I'm gonna open it. Look at open. So they too are like these like cutesy little hearts, but it seems that there's only one color this time. The old one had an orange vermilion color and a red color. Ah, what? These are good. Dare I say I prefer this flavor over the other one? I don't know. I really like this flavor. I really like this flavor over the other one. I'm gonna have another one. These are so good. So apparently a single serving size is 9 pieces of these sweets. And that is 120 calories. So y'all know in America they use calories, and whereas here in South Africa we use kilojoules instead. These are good. Hold on, I'm gonna go see if my mom still has some of hers, and then I'll just give her half of these because I will have taken those. Hold on, I'll be back. Oh no, they're all gone. I found another pack. I knew I had another pack here somewhere. So these are the ones that I tried last week, and these had no flavor written on it, which I'm not happy about, because I want to know what flavor it is. This is what we had last week, and I want to show you. I want to show you the color differences that I was talking about. I'm going to pull out a red and orange. Try to pull them out at the same time. I don't know, should I hold out a white sheet so you guys can see what's happening? Wait, I need paper. I just pulled out a clean piece of printer paper for you guys. I just folded it in half. So, because you probably can't tell. So this is the new pack, the black raspberry one. It looks black, but it's really purple. It's a very dark purple. And then these are the ones from last week. Here's the first one. This is a red one. And I'm not sure what flavor. Maybe I should try to actually pay attention to the flavor and then say what I think it is. And then this is the orange one. See, now you can see much clearer. I feel like they all look the same when I hold them up. Hold on. Just like that. They look, why do they look different now? They look the same earlier. But yeah, these are the three. These are the three colors that I've got. I still want to try the original Sour Patch Kids because I know when companies do a spin-off basically of the original, a lot of the times they're not necessarily the same. So I want to try the originals. Also, I think the originals, excuse me. Also, I think the originals have more flavors, significantly more flavors than these. So, yeah. I'm going to try them. I'm going to eat this one again. Something that I will say is that this does not taste like raspberry. They're good, but to me, it does not taste like raspberry. I know raspberries, so these don't taste like raspberries. So I'm kind of like, I don't know why. I don't know why. I've also had sweets that are raspberry flavored, and these don't taste even remotely similar to those sweets. I don't know, man. I'm gonna drink water in between before we try the second one. Anyway, we're gonna try now the red. Definitely not as good as the black raspberry. Definitely not as good. But good nonetheless. It's good candy. It's good candy. But yeah, they're fine. Oh, I have the orange in my mouth right now. The orange ones are the worst. I don't like them. I really don't like them. The red is okay. The purple ones, the black ones, are a little better than both of them. They're the best out of the three, definitely. However, my issue with them, I don't know. I don't know, man. The box, this box here, says that it is artificially flavored, right? And now I'm thinking, is that the reason why it does not taste like black raspberry? But also, I feel like I've had so many fruit flavored sweets in South Africa, and they do taste better, basically. Hold on. So many. Natural and artificial. I'm sorry, nothing tastes natural here. Okay. This ingredient list scares me. Okay. So I'm comparing these Sour Patch Kids to a different pack of sour sweets. And I'm so scared to find out what invert sugar is. What is invert sugar? What is that? Okay, this pack says that it's got sugar. It's got invert sugar. It's got corn syrup, modified cornstarch, tartaric acid, citric acid, which tartaric acid and citric acid, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's what gives it the sour flavor. So I get that. But it's basically just sugar and sugar. And more sugar. This scares me. It's literally just two flavors. And it says they have the red 40, which every crunchy almond mom on TikTok complains about red 40. So they'll say things like, I don't give my children any candy or anything with red 40 dye. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. But now my issue is, this is one flavor. This is one flavor. And it's got red 40, blue 1, yellow 5, and yellow 6. Which now I'm thinking, is it so that they could achieve the black color, but also so many flavorings and colorings for these are flavor. Is red 40 a flavor or a color? It's supposed to be a colorant, right? So what do they, okay, it does not specify the flavorings. This one's got the flavorings specified, so I feel like anyone who's working in a food lab would be able to tell me what E104, E127, E133, and E171 is. Unfortunately, I don't work in a lab. I don't work in a food lab. But now I'm curious. Now I don't know. I think I'm going to text someone. I have a few people who work in food labs, and I'm going to be like, yo, what's up? Not to make you release company secrets or anything, but what are these flavors? What are these codes? What are they? What does it mean? Because I do remember back in high school, I was a science student, and I remember we did create these artificial flavorings in class as a science experiment. I think it was for chemistry. It has to be for chemistry, obviously. What am I saying? It was for chemistry. We tried them. It was cool. It was cool smelling all the banana flavors and the fruit flavors. It was so cool. I don't miss high school per se, but I think of times like that. I'm like, oh, that was so awesome. It was so awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna put these sweets away and go find a spot for them where my mom is not gonna find. My mom is getting worse with the sweets, I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I was always the one who liked candy, the one who couldn't control myself when it came to candy. I would want to eat the candy until there was absolutely no candy in the house, right? And even when there was no candy in the house, I'd be doing anything and everything to go get more candy. And now the tables have turned very seriously. The tables have turned seriously where I've got a little bit more discipline when it comes to sugar. I will still let myself indulge whenever I feel like, oh my goodness, I think I want more sweets. I will let myself indulge. I don't deprive myself. But my goodness, my mom will eat all of them. If I showed her these two open boxes, she'd finish both these boxes. It is late right now. It is already like 4 o'clock and she'll be here around 6ish maybe. She would eat the one box and finish it tonight. And take the other one tomorrow and finish it by the time she goes to bed. I don't know what happened. And it's insane because all my life, from my childhood, I think around age 14, when I started being a little bit aware of healthy eating and all these things and the medical repercussions of not eating healthy, I looked at my mom and I told myself every day, I want to be as disciplined as my mom. My mom was the kind of person who would leave her chocolate. Those chocolate slabs, the Cadbury chocolate slabs, have always been our favorite. My mom is the kind of person who would leave hers in the refrigerator for days. Like for 3-4 days, she used to have her chocolate and I'd finish mine depending on when I started eating it. If I started eating it in the afternoon, I'd finish the rest of it the next day. If I started eating it in the morning, by the time I go to bed, it's gone. It's finished. And now I'm watching her and I'm like, when I said I wanted to be like her, I did not mean that I wanted us to switch. I meant that I wanted both of us to have that kind of discipline. But yeah, I'm better now with candy than my mom is, which is insane to me because she was always the hallmark girl for like healthy eating and all these things. Even though she wasn't very, how can I say, she didn't explore much with her food. She just ate the same regular old things every time, the same way, as long as it was approved on her list. And now I'm like, honey, what's going on? What is going on? And someone said to me, granted, it was an old person who said this to me. They said to me, the older you become, right? It's almost as if you revert back to childhood. They like sweets more. Older people like sweets more. They like basically the unhealthy things that they used to discourage us from eating. They like those more. And someone else said they also talk a little bit more. Like the person goes from being this talkative to suddenly being this talkative. And I wonder why, and I wonder if it's true or if it's a myth. Because I have seen it, I have seen it happening quite a lot, but I don't know if there's any psychological, scientific truth to that. I don't know, man. So many questions. So many questions. I wonder if somebody has the answers. Because I want to know for sure. Like, am I going to become more talkative than this? Because I'm already somebody who's very talkative. I could take your ear off. Besides that, right now I'm sitting in front of my phone talking to the little camera. I'm somebody who talks quite a lot. And so I wonder, am I going to be more talkative than this? Because if I am, just put me in a nursing home. Just put me in a nursing home. Because what? I can't imagine anyone being more... Okay, I can imagine there are people who are more talkative than me, but I can't imagine having to live with someone who's more talkative than I am on a daily basis, especially if it's somebody that you did not necessarily grow up with. Because I feel like if I had like a sibling who was more talkative than me, I would have grown up with them and learned to love them back then when I was young, and now it would have just been like, oh, that's my sister, they talk a lot, or that's my brother, they talk a lot. I can't imagine being like in my 60s more talkative than right now. Leave me in my own flat, guys. If I'm more talkative than this in my 60s, just leave me in my own flat. Leave me in my own apartment. Come check in once a day. And make sure you come check in when you have elsewhere to be. Because otherwise I'm going to be talking your ear off hours and hours and hours on end. Anyway, you guys, that was kind of unnecessary. I talk too much, but it's fine. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Next week we will be trying another candy that I have never tried before, which is insane because I don't necessarily consider this international candy, because even though the first time I heard of them was on movies, I think I was watching a movie or like some American show. I can't remember. But that was the first time I heard of them. But ever since I heard of them, I've been seeing them a lot in stores. And that was like back in early high school, late primary. I kept seeing them a lot. I just never thought to get a pack for myself. Also because we were an ingredient household up until 2021. I lived in an ingredient household. There were absolutely no snacks in this household, okay? My mom was the kind of person who would buy groceries, and that's that. And that's it. And that's it. No extras, no nothing. And so, even with like snacks and sweets, we would like maybe get like 2 packets of snacks at the beginning of the month. And maybe like chocolate, and that would be it for the rest of the month. And then we're cooking and baking and all these things, which back then I don't know if it bothered me as much because I didn't know anything else, right? You don't miss what you don't know. So whenever people talk about having snacks in their houses, I'd be like, you just have things lying around. How say how say? So now, because I get to do the groceries, my mom is always like, you go do the groceries. I give you the money for groceries. Because I'm the one who's doing groceries for the household, I'm able to like slip in a few snacks here and there. And so now we're no longer 100% ingredient household. We are 90% ingredient household. 95% actually. We are 95% ingredient household and 5% snacks, because I always make sure that we have either cookies or like chips or something. Always, because they come in handy. Let's be honest, they come in handy where you've just eaten a meal and you feel like you're not fine and you need more, but you know you don't want to eat another helping of food. So what do? Just grab a few chips, grab a small bowl of chips, grab some popcorn, or like maybe 2 cookies or so, and you drink some tea or coffee along with it. I like that. I enjoy that. Also, I think popcorn doesn't count. I think it's still an ingredient because we literally buy popcorn kernels and then we pop them ourselves. So we don't buy like jumping jacks, those big packs of popcorn or anything like that. We actually make our own popcorn, which I enjoy, but I haven't had in a while. Maybe I should make myself some. tomorrow, not today. I've already had sweets today. I'm good. Anyway, I need to stop talking. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to join the family. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. And hit that like button so I know you want to see more of these. And also, make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter. And _Sangela_. Thank you guys so much. Check out the rest of my socials below. And I love you all so much. All the way to the moon, around the sun, and back again. Bye.